Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Dose. It's Wednesday, November 5th. Today I'm going to talk about the NFL trading deadline. It was yesterday. You know my saying, deadline spur action. Usually that doesn't happen much with the NFL trading deadline as opposed to the buzz of the NBA trading deadline or the MLB trading deadline, NHL. You don't really see that in the NFL. It used to be after week 6, nothing was happening because teams didn't really know if they were buyers or sellers. It got moved to week 8. So we're not even halfway through the season, but that's as late as the NFL wanted the trade deadline. There was action yesterday. Usually you got smoke, but no fires. There's some fires, and the Jets were lighting a big bonfire. The Jets got 2 number ones and Adonai Mitchell from the Colts, a receiver, for Sauce Gardner, the cornerback. Let's look at that one. I kind of like it for the Jets. I just think when you trade two number one picks, that has to be for like a quarterback or Myles Garrett or Micah Parsons or someone of that ilk. That's a lot for a cornerback. And I don't remember people talking about Sauce Gardner as the number one cornerback out there. I mean, a very low margin of error for the Colts here. That Gardner has to be a top level cornerback to make this trade worthwhile. Of course, the Jets have to do something with those 2 first-round picks. We'll see about that. The Jets continue with the Cowboys trading Quinnen Williams for a number 1 in 2027 and number 2 in 2026. Again, I like it for the Jets. I just don't think Quinnen Williams is worth that. I think the Jets are obviously, they've tanked on this season. They're playing for the future. They have little to give fans hope of this Jets team. But they maximize trade value, and from a purely objective analytical standpoint, they did a good job. I think that's the most they could have gotten for Sauce Gardner, at the most they couldn't have gotten for Quinnen Williams. And they get back a player too, Mazi Smith, who wasn't doing anything for Dallas. So we'll see. But the Jets maximize value, even though they're going to be very bad. I mentioned the Colts on the other side of that trade. Gardner's got to be a great player to low margin of error. And the Cowboys, I just don't get it. They traded the 2 number one. They got the 2 number ones for Micah Parsons. They just used one of them for Quinnen Williams. I don't know. They got Kenny Clark, who I like, but didn't make him a very good defense. They're really the worst defense in the league in some ways. And another inside tackle, is that going to make a big difference for them as well? We'll see. I just think the trade deadline usually doesn't have this kind of complete sell-off, which Jets did, because the Jets not only sold off 2 of their best players, but they had restructured those deals, or extended those deals. Now, they did so in a way with Gardner that they, quote-unquote, only paid him a $13 million bonus. A $20 million option now moves to the Colts. And Quinnen Williams, well, he'll be up next year, and the Dallas has to figure out what to do with him. So, again, I like it from the Jets' standpoint, but the future is definitely not now for the Jets. All right, I'll talk to you later.